Hey, Dave Knight, 123daytrade.com. Uh, Thought I would record. It's Wednesday. What day is it? Wednesday, May 18th, 2016. I'm waiting on the inventories to come out right now, the crude oil inventory report, and I want to get rid of the morning information. Blow this up a little bit. It's coming out in the next minute or two. This is the morning range, morning trade. I didn't take it. It's Wednesday. Although I thought that maybe if we stayed below pivot, we would go short for a while. That didn't happen. It come up here through pivot. This is the pivot line right here at 48.95 today. And we're trading in between pivot and R1 right now. R1 is located at 49.72, but we could easily retrace back down to 48.47. We're in July's contract now. We've moved off of June to July. We've rolled, in other words. The crude oil inventories have rolled, or not inventories, but there's the report itself that just came out. We got a red bar, 26.28, and I'm waiting that 1 minute out right now. See that they're trying to form a bottom temporarily right there. Long signal at 24. Short at 79. And our 1 minute worth of info's out now. All right, we got a short signal right there at 06. I mean long signal, excuse me, 49.06, and we still have our short signal on, risking 12 ticks. And we had above 1,000 bar there. Taking this off. $49.01 now. And this is our bracketed trade right now. Might get hit on both sides today. We're going to keep the 49.01 and the 48.79 in for a while till we make a move one way or the other. I'm going to print this. This yellow line coming across the charts is settlement. Alright, we're in. We'll get rid of the short signal for now. Looks like we're long at 4,900. Whoops. Our initial target on the trade, 49.22, which we've run. Looking for a 3p profit target, brings it to 49.63. We want to lock in at break even though. We'll keep our eyes on this line right here too, 200 bar SMA. Looking at our 5-minute chart, look at this little line right there. Nice little hammer. See if it can hold. Like to see this 200 bar SMA line hold right now. Looks like we'll have one trade no matter what right now. Lock in an extra tick here or two. Make sure that we get something for the trade itself now. We don't want it to come back down and knock us out, and if it does, then I don't know which way the market wants to run. We don't want to see it approach back to pivots, what I'm getting at. So if this has any strength at all in it, it's going to make a move. 2p brings it to 43, which we're running. We're looking for the market to get to 49.43 right there. And I'm looking for a 3p target, which brings it to 49.64. 63, because we got filled at 49. Notice that I got $200 in profit right now, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 3p target on this trade to make it worthwhile overall. And the reason is that when you do take a hit, you know, I mean, taking a 12 tick hit, if you would take it twice, if you got hit on one side and then got hit on the other side, you know, today we'd be down 24 ticks. Well, you want to take more away from your wins than you do on your losses. And this is one of those trades that you just want to see where the market's going to go. And a 3p target is easy to obtain in a market that wants to make a move. It doesn't matter which direction it goes. It just just trying to run with the, run with the bulls today, right? Kind of see a trend line being formed here. And then we have our 200 bar right there too. So very close to getting run out here. All right, we just got knocked out. The market did not want to run. take one more shot at it. 49.05. As long as we can hold pivot here. It might run this time around. A lot of buying here. Safe to say if we can get above this 49.10 mark right now, we got a good chance to run this. This was not really 4 times through, but we're forming again long signal here too. Might run us out of the trade on the long side here. We'll just have to wait for the market to make its move. If we get run out here at 04, I'll be looking at a long above the 11 mark. All right, let's see if we can run now. Risk our gains here. And this doesn't work out, we'll have to reevaluate. Don't want to short as long as we're holding above this pivot line here. If I'm going to short the market, I'm going to have it come down, go back up, and then run through. We get run out here, I'll be looking at 11 to get long. We got a nice little Gann signal setting up here. Question is, can we hold into it before it runs? It looks like it's getting ready to take off here. So far, so good. Now we'll make sure that we don't lose anything on this trade now. We'll get to break even. So it still needs to break out here. Otherwise, I don't know which way it's going. See it break down and then move up this way. Been through 3 times so far. Looking at 49.12 if you get run out at 49.04. lock in a tick here. Lock in 2. Back to that 1p target area roughly now on this move right here. Normally this kind of trade, it just takes off your way. You don't have to monitor it this many times. This might be all she wrote as far as this trade goes. So although I do feel that the market's ready to go, I just don't know if we're going to be able to hold into it right now. The market really needs to run. We need to get up over, well, right now we need to get over this area here. This was the 2p target, right, that we wanted before the 43 mark. So I mean, briefly we need to get well above this area here. But if we get to the 43 mark, that'll give us a chance to lock in at least 1p worth of profit here. We're going to hold it break even on this trade now. Make it come all the way down and take us out. We've already locked in 3 ticks of profit, so we're okay on that front. We really don't want to see it come down to where our entry point is now. Otherwise, it's going to play around at pivot for God knows how long. You can see we have a Gann signal trying the other direction now too, right? 1, 2, 3, this is 4 right here. So I mean, it can easily shoot back down this way. So that's what I'm protecting against. I'm protecting against this market to rocket down as opposed to rocketing up, is what I'm thinking right now. So you can see that we need to get above this area right through here. Let me put a horizontal line on so you can see what I'm thinking about. So as long as we stay in above this area right through here, it looks like this trade is okay. Problem is that we're in the danger area right now where the market can run us out quickly, retrace, and then go straight up, or just go straight on down. I don't know, and therefore protect against the things that you can't protect against, which is, you know, market's not doing what you think they're going to do in a time frame. Still looking for that market to run to that 43 area. It could run very quickly up there too. It also could run down very fast as well. Our 15-minute chart is showing a mixed signal against the 5-minute. So I don't know. This market's going to do whatever the heck it wants to do, as always. But we have a mixed signal right now on the charts. Here's our 5-minute versus our 15. So things aren't looking so great for the trade right now. As you see, I got an entry signal looking at market making a run above 49.12. Only looking long right now. I would need to see it close below pivot to make me think anything on the short side. And I just haven't seen the volume to associate with the short side right now at all to make me feel comfortable about taking any shorts. So okay, there we're down to pivot. Now let's see what happens around pivot. See some more buying coming in here at pivot. This could be stop running right now. Filling those orders. Week longs getting out. Could also be buying coming in here below the pivot line. We're moving to 49.12 now. I don't have a setup to go short. Like I said, I was looking for the market to go above, close below pivot, but we haven't run above our highway yet to make, and I'm not real comfortable about any short trades right now with what I'm seeing in volume right now. It's supporting, we've got some supporting buying volume coming down here. 49.60 now. Target. Break-even target on this trade, we need to get to 49.18 here. We need to get up to there or close to it to get into break-even. Here's the run, hopefully, that I've been waiting for. Lock in break-even here. We don't want to see the market come back down, otherwise it's going to run through pivot and just take on all the way down now. Taking my best shots at it today, just not seeing the market wanting to participate yet. I want to see the break, but it's just not happening. I'm about time you think that you're going to give up, the market decides to do what it's going to do to start with. Looks like a double bottom right here. It's what you call a fake out to the short side, or long fake out and make a move up now. I jumped that a little early though. Fake out signal is in fact 95. So we need to get the market above 49.14 now to get to break even here. Hopefully we can run. I'll go over the fake out signal a little bit later if this turns out to be a winner, why I liked a long there on the double bottom. And at least lower our expectations here a little bit. Take a little bit less of a loss if it wants to run down. I think if we get above settlement now, we'll be okay. In other words, we need to get above this yellow line right now. And I think once we get above that, we're going to make a run. This is all buying pressure in my humble opinion. That's why I've been looking long this whole time. All I've seen on my charts is buying pressure. Like they're accumulating long positions until they get ready to run it up. Of course, failure right now you can see is at 48.83, and that's failure on this particular trade. See if we can get some oomph here. We've had some weak covering here. That's good. Weak short covering. This is good right here. This is good. This is a good signal right there. Had some weak short covering right there. I like my position, so I'm going to hold where I am at the stop. If it runs me out at 48.83, then I'm just going to lick my wounds and call it. I like this position. Means nothing though in trading. I'm just in good position right here, but like you can see, it easily runs. It's because we're at pivot. It's that pivot point magnetism right now that's it's doing us in. And to be able to repel from pivot, we've got to have some, I guess, oomph in this case, hitting the market. I mean, like some big, strong, just powerful, like I guess, like Mike Tyson's, no, whatever he had. It was his left cross, left hook, whatever he had, his left hand hook. We need that kind of power to hit into the market, and then boom. Or a rocket. You think about a rocket, that it takes a while for that rocket to lift off the ground, but once it gets moving, there's nothing to stop it really until it runs out of fuel. Right now we're in that critical rocket, is it going to get off the ground stage. There's another fake out to the long side right there. If we can get above this right now at 48.99, we stand a chance. Basically, we need to get above settlement. All right, here's where I don't want to see it come back down now. We've been in this trade an awful long time and nothing to show for it. Boy, it looks like if we can just get through settlement, we got a good chance here. Look at all that right there, just building up. Hopefully we can punch our ticket here. We're really struggling right here. Got out there because I thought if we got to 93, the market would run down to at least 83 mark, and we have a nice buy signal above settlement right now at 49.01. So I believe if we get above 49.01, we're going to run. So, but I'm not sure about underneath here. I think we can just as easily run down to 48.83 and then go up than not at this point. I'm basically looking for a freight train leaving the station, I guess. Just take off. And we haven't seen that momentum kick in on any of our long signals except the very first one. And we were only able to capture a couple ticks on that. Well, I've been talking 50 minutes. It doesn't seem like that long. It seems like I've only been actively trading about 10. All right, here we go. Let's see if we have any momentum here to drive. And gets the market back up to 22 again. Just trying to take small losses right now whenever it's available. I'm only willing to risk 12 ticks total. On our 5-minute chart, looks like we can get above 49.07. Basically get above the 05 mark here. We have a good chance of this market running on the upside. Seeing a little bit more selling coming into the market right now than buying. So it's got me a little concerned right now. I'm looking for that cannon shot out of the cannon to just send the market zooming right on up. This just looks to me like just an accumulation of buying, but I don't know. I mean, it's just what I'm hoping for maybe as well. We've been met with selling every time that we've been down, but we've had a round of buying as well. It's still leaning to the long side. Uh, to get into that critical stage where we need to get above that 07 mark and do it soon. Ah, here we go. Finally. This is going to be our rocket ship finally. Finally, we see a trend bar number 1 show up. I don't want to take a loss now. This could be all she wrote to the long. I want to see an escalation now. This is where I want to see it just escalate straight to our profit target. I want to get above the 23 mark right now. And I'll lock in I don't know, lock in a couple, just make it a break-even trade, I guess, at that point. See if we can get another rocket shot out of here now. All right, that's close enough to lock in at least a couple ticks here. We don't want to see it get back down now. All right, there's our 1P target again hit. I think we're looking at 43, 44 area. Yeah, 43 right now. 22, 1P. Make sure this is a positive day now. We don't want to see the market get down to this 49.07 mark now. If we can get up to that 43 target, we'll protect it 1P. Trailing up behind now because I don't trust the market to continue to make a move up. I'm looking at this line of support, the 49.10 mark. I don't want to see it get below that now. And then I'll hold here at 49.09 and wait for my this mark to catch up, or we get knocked out at 3P. This is what I call trend number 1. Thousand bar volume. We want to see another one of these. Get trend number 2. Nice 5-minute bar formed here. This should bring in some technical traders now. And also got a good 15-minute bar as well formed right there. So if we can get above, right now if we can get above 28, 29, I think we're going to go. We're going to make a good run. Might be even able to move our profit objective a little bit here. Get it closer to the $50 a barrel area. In fact, we're going to look at our nearest target to 50, 49.82. On the open. Off of this trade, our nearest target to 50, 49.86. We'll call it 49.83. But we'll obviously lock in a lot more than we'll follow behind here. This one here is weak. I think we could run down here underneath this 19 mark right here and then run up. So I don't want to put my stop underneath here. That's 17. It's too close to the 1P target. We still haven't run our 43 area yet. I'm looking at the $50 a barrel mark. I think that they might want to run it up there to bring in some option traders and bring in some, to be able to get it up there to sell it off, I guess is what I'm thinking. Manipulation to bring in people. Notice this whole time, with the exception of the very first entry, I was looking to go long. Never really considering the short, except for the opening salvo that I was putting out. Not, and then, even though we were closing below pivot, what I had told you is that we had more buying in there. In other words, I saw more red bars and volume, more buying pressure coming in the market at that point. So it was telling me that the market had some up that it wanted to go to right now. At least that's how I view it. It runs us out at 49.09. I'm done on my trading day. This will be it. I'm going to move this a little bit off here to the side so I can start filling out my trade book here. And keep our eyes on it so I can see what I did during this session. This time that you're seeing here is Central Standard Time. Well, I sure did like that 48.97 area that I got long at. And it didn't hold there, but I sure did like that one. Here we go. And we finally ran our 1P area, and we've had some blow off volume in here, so we want to protect at 1P now. Blow off volume right in the charts. I'm gonna move this over. In fact, let's blow it up. We know that just want to double check here. Yeah, that looks okay. We've seen this right here is blow off volume. So we want to protect against that. Look at that. Look at that trend line that I put on earlier. Right there. Uh, so there was some sell volume stop running, or I guess is what you want to call this. This is some shorts that were short earlier. I guess if we look back, this is where their pain point was. Right there. Now there you go. High of the previous day. There was a pain right there. And you brought in some people that want to be long above that too, right? Um, we'll lock in 2P once we can get up to 3P. And 3P today is, where are we? We want to get up to 64. We got up to 54. And we've locked in 1P worth of profit right now. So we're good. This is a good trade. And this right here has got me concerned because this could signify all she wrote on the long for the day. I'm just finishing up what I was doing here. I was able to stay in this trade and keep looking because um, I lost small during the trade session itself. I was losing small. I go back and I look at the my trades: +3, +1, +0, -6, +0. I was losing small. I was only willing to, and a lot of this has to do with where we were in the market right then. We were around pivot, and pivot is a dangerous place to be when you're trading. So I want to lose small around pivot, I guess is the best way that I can think of explaining this to you. Lose small around pivot. If I can win this one up here to the 83 mark, I can basically cruise through the FTP and just be prepared to fund money here. Get ready to be funded again. Be able to cruise. Because there's no win-loss percentage anymore. Winning percentage on a day used to be, I think, 45%, I think. And that's no longer a requirement. You just need to be above your target, which my target is to be above $500 on the combine. So I easily get above it if we get up to that 83 area that I was looking at. 49.82. course, don't count your chickens before they hatch, though, correct? We got any power at all, this is making a run up to $50 a barrel. Maybe that happens today, or maybe it happens tomorrow. I don't know. But what I do know is that we stand a good chance for it to run there with current market conditions. Now, if the market gets down here, it looks like right now if we get down below the 36 line, all bets are off which way we're going. We get down here below that 49.36 area. All bets are off. This is what I would call an HVS sky. It's a skyscraper. See, you look this way as far as your eye can see, highest bar. Look this way, and everything else around it is just so short. It's like this is a very powerful signal on the short side. And right now, if I was going to participate in this move to go on the short side, I would be looking at getting around here at the 49.34 mark. I'm a little superstitious of putting on my charts, but I'd be looking at going short around this area, 49.34, and then running it down. It'd be interesting to see how that pans out, but we're done on our trading session no matter what happens now. We've locked in 1p worth of profit. We're looking for 64 now to lock in 2. Let me just double check where I've got my target here. I want to go 49.82. Now that's a 3p move off of the open today, which today's open was 49.19. That's how close we are. We're what, 38 ticks away for ringing the bell. But we've locked in at least 20, how many ticks have we locked in right now? We're at 22. We want to be at 22. Where am I at? 23. So I want to come down 1. So we've locked in 21 ticks, looks like right now on the trading session. All right, here we go. We're trying to make that run above this. We need to decisively penetrate this 54 mark. Otherwise, this is just what you would call a double top right now. I'm holding that trend line there because I want to see it bust through that line. And we see that we've got, we finally have our 200 bar SMA catching up to our entry. We busted through there briefly. This is a double top though. Now we have a 23 as our area. $24. Holding at 24 now. Lock in a couple extra ticks of profit on the 200 bar right now as it moves. This market gets down here below this 36 line. I have no idea where it'll go from that point. And that's all based upon looking over here at this. Got a trading channel, I guess you can see it now forming, right? We're inside this trading channel. I think we have one more move to go to the upside here. If we look at our technical traders all bought in right in this area right here, right? Excuse me, where did they buy in? Right here. They bought in here, but they really bought in here. You had your day traders buying in above here probably. we had our technical traders buying this high, and we had our daily traders buying in above here. And these guys can take a lot bigger of a swing down because they're looking for the market to make a move. So this is probably an area that guys are adding to positions right now above that mark. And you have people that are throwing in the towel on the short side. And we've been above the 200 bar. Oh, on the daily chart, let's bring this up now I'm thinking about it. Our daily chart, we've been above the 200 bar SMA since, well, we first crested above it and closed above it right here. Wait a minute, that's not a close. Here's your close above. Wait a minute, this is the open. No, yeah, this is the close above right here. The first time we closed above the 50 bar SMA was back on April 26, 2016. We briefly spent some time underneath it right through here with only one close underneath it. And then we've seen an escalation of movement since that point. You can see R2 lines at R1 at 49.72. That's a good area. Hopefully we can run through R1 up through our target area. And then we see our 50-20 R2, R1, R2. And then you can see these minor resistance points on the way up here. This one here, I would say this one here is a major level right here, right above this 53.77 mark on the July charts. This is a major resistance area. Everything else is not. This is right around that area, 53 to 54 dollars a barrel. Major resistance up there. All right, I'm going to pause the video until we break out of this range, and then I'll come back on and talk a little bit more. All right, getting close to getting run out of the market here. We closed underneath the 36 mark right through here. And notice that I've moved my stop, if you can see it. Let me move it over so you definitely can see it. Moved it over to 27 right now. Take out 26 ticks less 2. We'll end up with 24 ticks of profit less the trades. Say 4. All right, I had a little technical difficulty on Camtasia Studio there, but here was the trade exit on the trade right at there at the 1p mark. We this here is a blowout volume, and if I would draw a horizontal line on the charts right now, I would be looking to get short underneath this mark right here if I was going to continue to trade. So I'd be short of below 34 running this market down. Obviously I'm not going to take that short on today. I'm going to just close out my trading session with the win that I have. I think I finished up 25 ticks altogether, and I was out at 49.28, 25 ticks, and I'm halfway, a little halfway to profit here of the 500 on 2 trading days. So everything's going okay on the FTP. Need to just it took me 6 tries to get positioned there. It's a little bit more than I would like to, but I felt pretty confident as long as we kept around that pivot area and the buying pressure was there, that I felt pretty confident about the going on the long side. And I kept trying every signal that I could find. For instance, you see I was looking at GAN, I was looking at fourth time through that. In that case, I was looking at um, the fake out on the long side so that I could trade it long. I was looking at the Ralph Nelson Elliott wave pattern to get long. Every trade signal that I took was based on, I guess, basically the 10 trading rules that I use, right? Or trading tips series that I put together. So everything is based on that information that's there, but every signal that I took today was to go long. I wanted to see a decisive close underneath pivot to make me feel confident the market wanted to go down. Now I don't know where the market's going to go with the volume that we saw, this volume bar right here. This is a signal. Normally when you have a weaker market, the market's going to sell off, but this could just be a temporary stopping point before it makes a move back up, but it's going to go without me now. I took my best shot at this market, and I'm quite happy and content taking away a profit on today, knowing how many times I was after it today. So, I feel pretty good about the day overall. I was a lot stricter on my stop management today, based upon us being around pivot. And I think if we weren't been around pivot, we wouldn't have had as many attempts at the market today, because the market would have run to a certain area. But the pivot point has a tendency, if you can't bust through it, has a tendency to hang out there for a while and kind of oscillate there for a while until it decisively penetrates one way or the other. Today we saw the penetration to the upside. To the long, we need to get above R1. I think we saw that at 72 today. I don't know where we're going to go from here. I don't really care. I'm done on my trading day. This is all she wrote as far as I'm concerned about my day. I'm going to take my gain that I have on trading just one contract and move on to FTP day 3 and see what we can find on the next trading session. See you later. Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. God bless. Take care. And I'll see you on the next video I'll put together. Bye for now.